Good morning. Today is Monday, October 27th. This is Wake Up with KERA News, and I'm Andrew Garcia. Patchy fog is expected for this Monday morning, with visibilities reducing to 1 mile or less in some places. We'll have highs near 80 today, followed by cooler temperatures for tomorrow. We'll take a look at why standard time can be beneficial. That's after the news. A coalition of about a dozen groups gathered in front of Dallas City Hall Friday to voice opposition to a possible partnership between the city and federal immigration enforcement. KERA's Priscilla Rice reports it comes as ICE is expanding its efforts in Dallas.
The coalition, representing immigration attorneys and civil rights groups, does not want Dallas to partner with Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Police Chief Daniel Como said earlier this month his department turned down $25 million to work with ICE as part of its 287G program. But Mayor Eric Johnson wants the city to reconsider. Ramiro Luna of Somos, Texas, says the contract would be used to target communities of color.
Today, we're here to stand up for the city because the city belongs to the immigrant community.
Luna says over 30 groups have signed a letter opposing a 287G partnership. For KERA News, I'm Priscilla Rice in Dallas.
Dallas ISD is weighing another record-setting bond election for next year. KERA's Bill Ziebel reports the district has billions of dollars worth of needs.
The district is finalizing a bond package that could top the $3.5 billion in bonds voters approved in 2020. The Citizens Bond Steering Committee Chairman, Trexel Owusu, says it could include funds for school expansions.
We would love to get every kid in a real classroom, not in a portable. The good news is we got down from 1,000 to 400, but there's still a lot of portables left. We got more work to do.
The last bond steering committee is set for November 10th. The district could put the bond out for a vote as early as this spring. For KERA News, I'm Bill Ziebel in Dallas.
Move your clocks back Sunday for a return to standard time. There's ongoing debate about adjusting clocks back and forth an hour twice a year. However, in today's Vital Signs, sleep medicine specialist Dr. Bhavna Sharma of Baylor University Medical Center in Dallas sees standard time as a good thing.
Our body's internal clock, which is the inherent 24-hour clock, the circadian rhythm, is more in alignment with the standard time. We are naturally more inclined towards early morning light. So there is no reason to go into daylight savings time because we do have artificial lights in the evening, and our body's internal clock just works way better when we are in alignment with the standard time.
Why does that adjustment of an hour of sleep make such a difference?
There are basically three clocks that we are working with. One is our body's internal clock, which is a 24-hour circadian rhythm. Second is the solar clock, which we are really trying to change with daylight savings time, but doesn't really change. And then the third is a social clock, which is, generally school hours, work hours, which all usually start early in the morning and end early in the evening. So all of these need to be in rhythm, in alignment to maintain ideal mood and body rhythm. And this change from one time to the other, even though it is only by an hour, we have ample evidence to prove that it does cause changes in human bodies, especially mood disturbances. There is increase in safety-related incidents, even increased incidents of suicide, depression, traffic incidents, etc. And this is mainly because the circadian misalignment, which happens even by this 1 hour time change.
But this is something we can or do get past after, few days or so, maybe a few weeks or so, or is it sometimes longer lasting?
Yes, thankfully, human bodies are great natural machines, so we will all adjust. Some people much sooner than others. I think the people it affects the most are usually children. They have a harder time adjusting to these changes in clock. Their circadian rhythm takes a little while to get adjusted, but usually over a course of few days to few weeks, our bodies do adjust back.
So, how do you prepare for the switch back to standard time?
Some people recommend gradually shifting your sleep schedule, trying to get back into bed a little bit earlier, a few days before the time switch. So maybe just a 10 to 15-minute shift every day. The most important thing is really to maintain a consistent sleep wake schedule. Sometimes limiting caffeine and alcohol, especially in the evening hours, is really, really helpful. Limiting exposure to screens, especially cell phones, which are everywhere in all our bedrooms now. It would also be helpful, especially again in school going children, to keep the bedroom curtains down until it's time to wake up because it will be sunlight earlier, which can really wake people up. So, just to get in line with the new rhythm, keeping the bedrooms darker until your clock goes off. And then exposure to morning sunlight really does help your body get back into sync with the new time. It's the biggest trigger for our brain or the cue for our brain to get going that it's time to wake up and start the day. Going out for more than 10 to 15 minutes is really very helpful, but even opening up curtains, blinds, everything is helpful. But exposure to outside sunlight is definitely the most helpful thing.
Dr. Bhavna Sharma is a sleep medicine specialist at Baylor University Medical Center in Dallas. The sports weekend was a little bit mixed for Dallas area teams, seeing the Cowboys lose big to the Denver Broncos 44-24. The Dallas Mavericks beat the Toronto Raptors 139-129, but lost to the Wizards 117-107, so that was a bit of a mixed bag, and the Dallas Stars did notch 2 wins over the weekend, so that's good. Ballet Ensemble of Texas performs Dracula, Ballet with a Bite on Saturday evening at the Capel Art Center. The show combines toe shoes, teeth, and unique twists to retell the classic vampire story. Get to the show early for drinks with Dracula and wear your best costume for the fiendish frock fashion fantasy. To see details and some more arts events, head to the Go See DFW calendar at KERAnews.org/calendar. Thanks for listening to Wake Up with KERA News. I'm your host, Andrew Garcia. For more news in your inbox, visit KERA.org/wakeup. That's where you can subscribe to the Wake Up with KERA News newsletter. You'll get a more in-depth look into the news with plenty of good morning vibes. Connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at KERATX. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.